Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, I'm on both right now. I've been trying to switch my live feed from Facebook over to YouTube, but to keep it safer, actually, because people were telling me that spammers and scammers were DMing them while I was going live. So um, I heard YouTube is just a bit better with that kind of stuff. So if you want to, come join me over on YouTube. Hi, Rachel. I just got your donation, love. You're number 5. Thank you. Thank you. Like I said, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, we'll see. It seems like the spamming's been better lately. Have you guys seen any fake accounts pop up saying that they're me? Has anybody DMing you out of the blue saying that they have a feeling that you need a reading? Hi, Rachel. Thanks for joining, love. I was going to tell you, Rachel, I sent you an email to your Gmail yesterday afternoonish. I just wanted to make sure you got it. Let me know if you have any questions. It's about retreat stuff, which I'm so excited about. Retreat still coming together very fabulously. Very excited. Oh, good. Good. I'm glad you got it. Yeah, you can hit me up. Perfect. I'm glad you got H back tonight. I'm sure that feels nice. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I know it's kind of intense, this whole thing that's going down in our country with women's reproductive rights are definitely getting challenged, and it's not very cool. Hi, Jessica. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear you and H are chilling. Jessica, you're number 2 tonight. Hi, everybody. I was thinking about, actually, before I go into the darkness that is our world right now, I was thinking about doing a live crystal sale this week. And then I was like, maybe I'll just do it after the live tonight. I don't know. I have everything set up for it. I could do it. The only thing that's like a bummer is that since I don't have 1,000 followers on YouTube, I can't do it on my mobile phone. So I just have to go back to Facebook for it. Drat. Because I can't, it's better to show the crystals on a phone than on a laptop. So if you want to see some crystals, I can just give you a preview. And if there's anything that you want to see closer, stick around for after the card pulls tonight and jump back up and hit me up, or we'll go back to Facebook. I know, it's such a weird thing with YouTube that you can't stream from your mobile device on a live if you don't have 1,000 subscribers. I have 219 on YouTube. I have like almost 6,000 on Facebook. So come on, Facebook. Come on over to YouTube, and then we can do crystal sales on YouTube also. I know that TikTok, you have to have over 1,000 followers to go live, period. So at least YouTube has a little bit of a solution to that. They let you go live on your laptop. I just think it's a really weird rule regulation. I don't know. But if you want to see some crystals after lists, I can show you what I set up on the table. Come back to Facebook and we'll take a look at some things, and then you can tell me if there's anything that you want to see. But I'll give you guys first look. I was thinking about doing a live crystal sale on Facebook on Tuesday or Wednesday. Just kind of depends on my schedule. But I'll announce it tomorrow, whether I'm going to do it tomorrow or Wednesday or at all. I also, if you're on my email list, I put out a special for my crystal consultation. You get a 30-minute crystal consultation and 3 crystals for $155, which is essentially you're getting the 3 crystals for $5. But it's a total of $155, and that includes US shipping. So if you want to try my crystal consultation, if you haven't yet, that's a great way to try it out. Just go to book any of the book an appointment tabs. You can go to the service tab on my services page of my website, and just hit book an appointment and then choose crystal consultation, and you'll see in the drop down menu when you choose duration, you'll see the special 30-minute and 3 crystals. Of course, the crystals are going to be of a certain, size and price range, but you will get 3 crystals, and hopefully, they'll be based off of things that come up in your crystal consultation. But that way I figured for those of you that would like some more personal time, if a crystal sale doesn't really work for you, sometimes it's just hard to hit a time that is like, because I had some good response in my my crystal group on Facebook. There's, at least 7 people, I think, and then a couple more on Instagram, the polls that I put up that were interested in live sales again. So that's why I figured if I offered a special on my crystal consultation, like I said, for those of you that want a little bit more like one-on-one time, and we can go through, a lot of things in that half an hour, and you can ask me whatever questions you have, and I'll look at you energetically and we'll figure out what you need, and then we'll get you the 3 crystals that come with that special, and then you can basically personal shop at that time also. So that is, you just have to go book yourself an appointment through my website, tarotbymegan.com, to find that special. And it's just go to book a crystal consultation, and then in the drop down menu for duration, pick 30-minute special, 30-minute crystal consultation plus 3 crystals. So but that went out in my email list today. So yeah, there's that also. All right. So I have 5 names on the list for this evening. Number 1 is Tina. Number 2 is Jessica. 3 is Ray. 4 is Bruce, and 5 is Rachel. So there's plenty of room for anyone that wants to get on the list tonight. I have to say, guys, I feel like the general enthusiasm for these lives has been starting to decline. And as we go into July, this might be coming to a close. This was definitely something that I started during the pandemic because we were all sitting around at home, and now we're not anymore. So I totally get that. But I've just taken into consideration kind of how things have been going over the past couple of months. And I get it, like people want to be out and about. The attendance of the lives has been really low. That's why I've just been kind of like, don't I have a live crystal sale? I get it. Like, we spent 2 years in the house. Like, everybody wants to be out and like maybe sitting in front of your phone or your computer, watching a live feed isn't as enticing as it once was. So I just wanted to let you know that I am considering that and not doing these lives anymore. So this, I don't want to say this is the last one, but it's getting kind of uh, it's just getting kind of slow, and I might open up my Monday evenings for clients to book again. But I appreciate everyone that's been coming and everyone that's continued to give me your love. Thanks, Jessica. Um, it just hasn't been as as active tonight. I used to have at least 20 people that would come, and then that turned into 17, and then that turned to 15, and then that turned to 12. And tonight I'm looking at 5 people, which I'm so grateful for, and I love every single one of you on this list, and I appreciate every single one of you on this list. But um it's it's it might take my Monday nights back. I've been doing this Monday nights for years now, and it's okay. Like I said, I get it. You guys, everybody's been in the house, and also with the scamming and getting, people DMing you while I'm live trying to get you to send them money. It just kind of put like a damper on the whole thing, you know? So I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to make my decision by next week, but this might be one of my last lives regularly on Monday night. It doesn't mean that I won't come back, or that I maybe that will build some excitement for, when I do plan a crystal sale, because you haven't seen me in a while. But yeah, like I said, I feel like it might, and all good things must come to an end, right? First Mondays or something. Yeah, I could go to like one Monday a month or something like that, but we'll see. I know. I used to do like 30 or 40, sometimes like high pandemic, when I was doing like 30 to 40 card pulls a night. And like I said, I get it. Like, people want to be like out, and maybe they don't want to be watching live feeds anymore. I get it. It's summertime also. Maybe it'll be more full force in the fall, but um or maybe they'll be surprised. I don't know. Oh, hi, Michelle. Thank you so much. I just saw your donation come through. Your number 6. But you guys can always book a reading if you want. That's always an option. Okay, let's go through. I once again chose the crystal myself instead of pulling it from the deck, because it was just really how I was feeling um, after this very intense weekend and what has been going on in our world. And I don't know if you come from a part of the country where there was demonstrations this weekend, which I'm sure. Oh, thanks, Jessica. um, uh, yeah, our rights are being threatened, and it's not cool, and it was really heavy. It was a heavy weekend. Um, I was in downtown Los Angeles, about a block away from where the protests were happening, and I'm just so sensitive. It's really hard for me to go get down there in the action, because even just being up on my friend's balcony and hearing it and being that close to it was like overwhelming for me, just in energy, and it really made me very emotional. I don't think I would have been very great on the ground floor, like sitting there sobbing. because my empathicness can't handle it. Thank you, Michelle. But I don't know if you all went out and raised some hell and showed your support this weekend, but oh sure. Hi, Alexandra. Once I see your donation come through, I'll get you added on. I was just saying, if you guys want to stick around and meet me back on Facebook, I am streaming on Facebook too. Maybe I'll start a new live afterwards just on Facebook. That's the crystals. But I'm going to go over some crystals tonight after this live. So stick around if you want. Thank you, Alexandra. I just saw your donation come through. So Alexandra, you're 7, and then Nikki is 8. I just figured while we were all here, why not? I have the table all set up like I can. I don't think anybody's watching on Facebook right now, but I am streaming on Facebook just in case anybody shows up over there. But I think I'm gonna jump back on Facebook so I can show you guys some crystals afterwards, show you guys the table that I had set up so pretty. And if anybody wants to see anything, I'll give you guys the first look if I do decide to do some crystal sales this week. Anyway, I was saying the crystal of the week, I chose it myself instead of pulling a card. There does happen to be a card for it, but after the heaviness of this weekend and the Supreme Court's decision and how a lot of states are turning back to 1955, apparently, like, why is women's health a government issue at all? Like, are you in there with me, my representative? Like, when I'm getting like a PAP or an annual exam, like, do you want to like come in with me and like chat and like, what's the interest here? You know, I mean, I know what the interest is, but it's like just ridiculous at this point. And I'm all for religion and beliefs, but just don't put your beliefs on me because this is America and we're supposed to be able to practice religious freedom. And I believe a certain way and you believe a certain way, and that's fine. But just because I believe differently than you doesn't mean that I need to follow your spiritual ethics. And that's just it, you know? I've been pro-choice my entire life. I will always be pro-choice. It should 100% always be the woman's right to choose. And there's so many situations. But anyway, so after my heavy weekend and going through it and feeling the world go through it, I decided that this crystal of the week this week was obsidian. I did not pull the card. I pulled it myself, and I was like, we all need some obsidian because obsidian is a glass-like volcanic rock that forms when lava cools rapidly without crystallization. There are many types, but the most well-known is black obsidian. This protective and grounding stone assists us in clearing and cleansing the energy field, as well as identifying and clearing old negative emotions or thought patterns. So that is the crystal of the week this week is obsidian. Because exactly that, it was like clearing of old negative emotions or thought patterns. It was really hard for me also in my empathy for what was happening this weekend with the Supreme Court, or the end of last week. It was really hard to not get really angry. And I know you have some. Rachel used to, her yard was like filled with obsidian. Let me show you some obsidian. This is rainbow obsidian, actually. I wonder if you can see. There it is. See the rainbow in there? It's presenting as purple. I have these are rainbow obsidian spheres. Rainbow obsidian is just a little more gentle. There it is. just a little bit more gentle than regular obsidian. I happen to have 1 cube left of obsidian also, if you're into cubes. And then I totally forgot that I have this in obsidian. If you really want to clear out energetically anything that you like to inhale, um, you know, for rituals, or my friends and I back in college used to call it sitting in a circle. That was our code. Come over, we're sitting in a circle. um, these spheres are really great. They're only $44 if you want to grab one, and that includes US shipping. So these rainbow obsidians. Rainbow obsidian is just a little bit more gentle than obsidian to work with as far as clearing the energy. Look at, isn't that cool? So that's why I chose obsidian for our crystal of the week this week, because I think we all needed it. And I realized that, in the overwhelming emotion of the Supreme Court decision, I was really just trying to find peace with it and think about, if there will be positive things that will come out of this. If there will be, I'm trying to stay positive, you guys. I'm trying to keep my peace about it. But it's disturbing, I had to quit watching The Handmaid's Tale because it was too, this is too real. I could only get through the first 2 seasons of that. Once the 3rd season rolled around, I was like, I'm done. I'm done with this show. And now it's like, oh, that's why I couldn't watch it, because it felt too real. So anyway, obsidian, about clearing the energy. Yeah, I had to really watch my emotional levels, anger levels, trying to keep the peace around it, because, when we're out of our peace, we're out of our awareness, we're out of our consciousness, and it's not really affecting anyone else but us, I'm not saying, don't process your anger around it, or don't, I really had to, a lot came up for me. And it made, part of me wants to go to law school and go fight. That's how, I was just so upset about it for a while this weekend. And I'm sure it'll continue to go in ebbs and flow and waves. But also, you know what? I also defined peace in my heart to know that really this year was the year to start my retreat, because we as women need each other. We as women need to come together, and we need to do these things that are super spiritual, and learn together and bond together and understand on an akashic level what the is going on. So I was really that was the thing that kind of brought me back in, was okay, I'm creating these retreats. These are spaces for women to come together. And now we really need that more than ever. We need each other more than ever right now, because no man is ever going to understand what we go through with our bodies and everything. And it's we really need each other right now. So if you are interested in applying for my retreat, just go to my website. You can go to the link in the video, the comment of this Facebook video, or also of this YouTube video. There is my my Linktree link in there that will take you to my retreat webpage, where you can submit an application. And once you submit an application, you'll hear from me, and we'll schedule a little chat and see if it's the right fit for you. But that was the thing that really I made me feel better that I was like, okay, I created my retreat this year, and it seems like this is really the year. We really need it. We really need these spaces for women to come together and look at things in a way where we're supporting one another. So, but yeah, I was like all over the place emotionally this weekend with that Supreme Court decision. But anyway, Ganesh, see what Ganesh has to say. Let's see what message wants to come forward for all of us. Let's see. Oh, well, that one just went flying right out of my hands, so I'm going to guess it's that one. Prosperity. Excellent. I love it when prosperity comes flying out of the deck. You know, I think that prosperity is something that we're all working on constantly, and it's deeper than just actual physical material wealth. Like prosperity is in like your relationships. Prosperity is yes, of course, in material things, but it's also in like spirituality. There's prosperity, and it's like there's prosperity all around us, and it's really about seeing and feeling that prosperity and that wealth and that joy and that abundance in our world, and focusing on, like, I would call that like the positive rather than I would call the lack, the negative, looking, in simple terms. So I love that card flew out of the deck. I love that prosperity is here to tell us all, like, remember to focus on the positive and to see prosperity all around you all the time. There's always opportunities for prosperity and wealth and abundance, and not just in the material world. Yes, in the material world, but not always. It's definitely can be in many sizes, shapes, and forms of prosperity, and it's good to be able to see that and recognize that in your world, and where there's prosperity, where there's abundance, seeing it all around you, and having a lot of gratitude in your heart for what you've been able to create for your able to feel more supported, welcome, and more is really seeing what you have, and just really accepting whatever you're experiencing in the moment around your own prosperity, which I think is something that's going to be really important coming into the next 6 months to a year, is just really remembering, like, whatever you're going through with your relationship with prosperity is just always being in acceptance in that moment for what you're experiencing, and know that you created that and you are benefiting from it, whether you're like having the best year financially ever, or maybe you're not. And there's something to be gained in all of it. There's something to be learned or to be understood in all of it, and it's all part of our soul's journey of whatever we're going through in the moment. And that's what prosperity says this evening. From the Whispers of Lord Ganesh. I do really love this deck. It's very sweet. I also, when the last time I was at my parents' house, I raided my mom's library and I found this deck, and and I found that back in May, and I just unpacked part of that bag and found it this weekend, and I just felt like it really was like a godsend. This deck was like, oh yeah, oh my gosh, I forgot I had this deck. I've been pulling cards for myself all weekend, and it's so on point. I've also been working with this new crystal, like if you're really like want to connect with your guides and your angels. That's why I thought it was so interesting, because I'll show you what I've been working with. Is astrophyllite. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of astrophyllite, but this is some raw astrophyllite, and this is great for hearing and communicating with the other realms and with your guides and with your angels and all that good stuff. So that's the crystal I personally have been messing with right now, is astrophyllite. And oh, hi Moo, I just saw your donation come through. You're number 9. And also Seraphonite is also the other one that I've been really loving lately for guides, communicating, channeling. That one is in my bedroom. I keep that one. This one, the strophyllite, I keep by where I meditate, which is literally right there. And the seraphonite I keep by my bed for my dreams, to be able to, with some grape agate. Grape agate and seraphonite's been a great combination for dream recall and, getting messages from other realms. So, hi, Tina. I'm great. How are you? You're number 1 tonight, love, which we were just about to get started. So, I hope you're doing well. So Tina actually asked me a question earlier, so I'm going to try and get her the best answer possible. Yeah, you joined right at the perfect moment, Tina. Let's see what message would like to come forward for you tonight, love. You got the 4 of Cups. I'll show you over on Facebook too. Got the 4 of Cups tonight, and what you were telling me about what was happening with your relationship as far as like going into potentially long distance. I feel like, yeah, no problem, Jessica. I feel like maybe, I don't know if you're maybe not the most excited about this decision, or you're maybe not as you're trying to be like supportive, or but maybe you're not like look at her, she's not like woo. She's like, damn it. But what I'm hearing for you, it's going to be really good for you. There's some time that you needed to, and maybe you could feel this already, or that this is maybe in the back of your mind, like your plan to focus on something for yourself, whether that's in your own growth process, maybe spiritually, or in your career, or any, whatever maybe you've been like feeling like maybe you've had to put on the back burner for yourself, that is going to come to fruition, or you're going to be able to put more time and energy into that. And when you're asking about time, I'm seeing a 5, so I don't know if that's 5 months, or I hope it's not 5 years, but let's hope for 5 weeks. Or the month of May is the 5th month, but let's hope it's not for that long. I feel like it's maybe 5 months. Is it a temporary job situation, or an assignment, or something like that? But the 4 of Cups for you, my dear Tina. Right, Jessica. Okay, good. It's temporary. Yeah, I feel like 5 is the number that's coming through. So you're welcome, Tina. Thank you for joining. Join me back on Facebook after this, I'm going to end this live stream, and then I'm going to go back on Facebook and show you guys some crystals. So if you want to see some crystals, Tina, come back in a little bit after I get done here. Jessica, let's see what message would like to come forward in regards to your question. You have the 7 of Swords tonight. I feel like that is like, I feel like for you, it's like maybe like about getting back to some things for yourself, like or you've had to like, if you've been putting a lot of energy or focus into that person, that this is like the time that's going to be coming up is like, I don't know if you're going to be really busy or just like really focusing, like kind of bringing the focus back to yourself. But I still don't feel like they are going anywhere. It's just more about kind of like what I was saying to Tina. Maybe it's something in the astrology where it's like, yeah, like just, and maybe that's like with the 7 of Swords, like maybe not necessarily like maybe you want to be in the Pacific Northwest, exploring this relationship, but it is good that you're going to be kind of going into the depths of your own work. And there are maybe some things that are going to come forward that are going to progress around your work really quickly. So, and I feel like things are going to be really fast paced this summer. So, just if you are not getting to, talk or see each other or anything like that as much as you were in the past, don't worry. I feel like it'll come back around. It's just you have to do you. I fly to London for a week for a crazy wedding catering thing on Wednesday. It's insane. Yeah, it sounds like it. So yeah, go do you, and don't worry about like if you can't be as focused on that person like you usually are. Ray, I don't know if I didn't see if you signed on tonight. I know Rachel Rodriguez is here, but Ray, I don't know if you're here tonight. Another Rodriguez, Ray Rodriguez. Let's see. Ray, well, you got 2 cards this evening. You got the King of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. Show that over here also. I feel like this has to do with actually your finances. I feel like maybe if you've been like waiting on some things, they're saying like not to worry, like some things are going to be coming through, maybe some things that you'd forgot about, or like I just feel like something's coming back around, something's about to turn a corner, and there's an offer or an opportunity for quite a substantial amount of money. Oh God. Oh, good, Jessica. I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear I was on on a level there. But for you, Ray, yeah, like I'm hearing like, don't worry if it's been feeling like things are moving a little slow. Like I said, it's going to turn a corner and you're going to get the offer. You're going to get the abundance is going to come through. All right, my dear. So you got the 8 of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Bruce. Oh, my cards are flying everywhere. Bruce, they're excited. Let's see what message would like to come through for you tonight, Bruce. Oh, the Nine of Cups tonight for you, Bruce. I love the Nine of Cups. It's such a, like, I feel like it's a really empowering card because it's all about like really letting everything go and not letting anything get in your way as far as like you being in your flow and you feeling the level of excitement that brings you joy about everything and really letting go of anything that doesn't feel in alignment with that any longer and having gratitude for that and actually feeling really supported in that process. So Nine of Cups for you this week, Bruce. It was a pretty to the point message there. So let go of anything that hasn't been feeling in alignment for you, you know? It's okay to let it go. Rachel, it's your turn. We're on number 5. And then Michelle is number 6. Alexandra is number 7. Nikki's number 8. And Moo is number 9. Like I was saying, guys, I might be bringing my Monday night lives to a close or doing them more limited, like maybe once a month. I've just been kind of toying with that now that COVID is over. This live was kind of born from that and being supportive of like when everyone was kind of sitting at home and scared. And I've just kind of felt since the world has opened up again that the interest has kind of declined. So I'm considering scaling back my live. Like I said, maybe only doing one a month and or just not doing them at all. I don't know. I'm going to sit on it for a little while longer and I'll keep you posted in my Facebook feed what I decide to do going forward. But I do want to show you guys some crystals after this, though. Maybe it'll be more of like a live crystal sale like once a month. I don't know. I've just been thinking of like new ideas or ways to. I've been missing my crystal sales. I miss talking about crystals with you all and showing you pretty things. And I watch crystal sales. Like I watched some. I was watching one this morning for a little while and it blew me away because the girl didn't know what she was talking about. She didn't even know the names of the things that she was selling. And I was just like, what? How do you not know what this is? Or like, how do you not know the properties of this or like what this does for you? And you barely like know, like, I was blown away. And she had like 100 people watching her live sale. I just didn't, I was like, she doesn't even know what that is. Oh, really? Aw, thanks, H. Um, so I was like, oh my God, the crystal world needs me again. And they have people out there. I was watching it on TikTok. It wasn't like on Instagram or like and I do know like other lives that I really like and expand from and grow from and learn from. And that's what's so great about live crystal shows is like when you're talking to someone that whether they know the mineral content, like there's geologists and there's metaphysics of each crystal, right? And like geologists and the metaphysics don't usually see eye to eye, but whatever. I think there's so much great knowledge to be gained from both, but you're usually like one or the other. And if I had to pick one for myself, of course I would be a metaphysical one because that is my work and that is what I do and that is what I know. Even though I was really good at geology in college, I must say, like just something I took to very naturally, imagine that. But it's interesting to see people as purveyors and doing live sales that don't even know the names of the things that they're selling. And it was just like this, massive thing where she just had spheres and points all over the table. And it was like, she didn't know what chevron amethyst was. It wasn't like a brain buster, it was chevron amethyst. It was like, she was like, I don't know what this is. I was like, you don't know what that is? That's chevron amethyst. Like, as I'm watching it to myself. Anyway, I was like, how are 100 people watching you and you don't even know what chevron amethyst is? By the way, this is chevron amethyst. What makes it chevron is the white calcite that grows with it and how it forms these chevron points inside of it. This is chevron amethyst. It's gorgeous. Someone commented and that was watching her live and told her it was chevron amethyst, and I was like, I guess you don't really have to know what you're doing anymore. I don't know. The live crystal sale world has changed. Okay, Rachel, sorry. It's your turn, love. I was just really blown away by that this morning. It was like, you know what chevron amethyst is? What? That it was very silly. All right, Rachel. Well, you got 2 cards tonight, Rachel. You got the 8 of Swords and you got Death and Rebirth. So I feel like there's some things that you're feeling that you once were feeling really restricted by. And maybe some of that is still like coming forward or getting triggered, but it's been more of like it's reducing, like you're beginning to see where the agents are or what was, a trauma response, and things that you don't have to give into anymore, things that you don't have to like play by someone else's rules anymore. And it's been like really like giving you new life, with Death and Rebirth. You're seeing like the death of an old version of you that's being reborn into a new version. And I think that there's a lot of general excitement within you for the new version that's been coming forward and the things that you've been able to like, feel inspired in. And it's been very like interesting for you to see how limited you felt before, or like other people's ideas of how your life should look, and now you get to really just like clear all that, see where you were feeling limited, new phase of you. That was cool. Michelle, you're up next. Let's see what would like to come forward for you. Oh, thanks, Rachel. Michelle, you got the 8 of Wands tonight. That came up for Ray also. But the 8 of Wands, Michelle, is like really about something also, again, like turning a corner, maybe something that you've been waiting for to like come to fruition or come through. And maybe you feel like you're either like at a breaking point or a turning point. And I want to let you know that it is a turning point. It's not a breaking point, that things are going to open up and you're going to see how things like today I pulled this card that said it best, and I feel like the message is there for you also. I want to see 1 second. It was in this angel deck. Where did it go? It was about, I thought I left it on top here, but maybe I didn't. Hold on just a second. Let's see if I can find the message that was in this card that I was like, yep. But yeah, it's about things like trusting that you'll see how all of this works out, you know? Where is it? I just was, oh, no, not that one. Sorry, I really want to find this card because it expressed exactly what I'm trying to say. Oh, Divine Order. Yeah, this was a card that I was reading earlier today. Divine Order. Everything, Archangel Raguel. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the like thing. Like I said, it might feel like a breaking point or a boiling or a turning point. Yes, trust the process. Yeah, I really wanted to find this card because it was really exactly what I want. Look past the illusion and see the underlying order. And that's exactly what I feel for you and the Eight of Wands and how things are going to come. Like, even if there's uncertainty or things are looking, not exactly how you thought they were going to, like, just really trust that it's all going to open up and it's going to be in a way that makes you really like, oh, okay. I see now, and this was for my best. Yay, I'm glad I found that card. Alexandra, you're up next. You're welcome, Michelle. Thank you. Alexandra. Alexandra, you got the Four of Pentacles this evening. Alexandra, the message that I'm hearing for you is there's some sort of like, I don't know if you're like saving for something or you have your eye on something. Maybe you want to make a big purchase in the future or you're saving up for something. But they're saying to like not have such tight a grip on like not letting as much money go, because it's about like also letting some go, because when you let some go you feed into the flow, and that's like more will come back to you if you release some of it. It's almost like, if you feel like you're not like you're denying yourself something, or you're like not letting yourself invest somewhere where you need to for your happiness or for your health at the moment, because you feel like you're saving for something bigger, or you are, like you feel like your cash needs or your flow needs to go in another direction. Like, give yourself the things that are going to make you happy. Put those little things out there, like buy yourself the coffee. Like, you don't have to restrict yourself so heavily if you feel like you've been doing that lately, or if you're going into a period of doing that. Like, you can give yourself the things that make you happy, and that's okay. And you don't have to feel bad or have guilt for that, or like you're doing something that you shouldn't. Okay. The Four of Pentacles. Nikki's number 8, and then we have Moo, and then we'll be done with this live for the evening. You got the Knight of Pentacles, Nikki. I feel like for you, Nikki, this is a time of like really directing your flow also, and being really clear with about what it is that you would like to move forward with. That's the really important part for you, Nikki. Like, if you feel like you have been like teetering on something, or you have been wanting to like leave something for something else, but it's more about you getting clear and owning the direction that you would like to go and doing it, and the flow will follow you. So just really get into your heart and what it is that you feels very heart-centered moving forward, and that's going to be, you know, the surest direction. Sometimes things can look better on paper, but our heart knows, like, you don't want to go that direction, you want to go another direction. So just really listen to your heart, and the way that you can do that is by seeing where your general excitement is. Really notice the things that you're excited about, so that means your heart's really excited about it. So Knight of Pentacles, and just get clear for now, just get clear about what that is so you can start taking steps in that direction. All right, Moo, you're up next, darling. Let's see. Oh, you got the Eight of Pentacles tonight, Moo. A lot of pentacles coming up tonight. Everybody working on their finances. I know I've been like trying to get my taxes squared away. I filed my taxes in February, and I've just been like, where's my tax return? Months and months and months have gone by, and and now it all just like came back. I got a letter from the IRS. I had to do this and that and fax it all in, and like fingers crossed that things are going to get straightened out. But it's just been kind of a weird year. It was a weird, hard weekend. Not sure why. One of my friends has canceled herself. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh. Well, I feel like now is a good time for you with the Eight of Pentacles, or going into the future, to really invest yourself in your creativities and your work and what feels really enlightening to you, because there's going to be some new, like, look at all this energy that's coming off of her, like just focusing on things that bring her happiness. But work, I feel like it's also work. Oh, she was just really tactless. Oh no. Because I feel like there's new relationships, there's a lot of new things that are going to come into you through really focusing on the things that are of maybe of a new joy to you or of a new interest to you. And when friends like that cancel themselves, it makes space for you to call in new things and call in new relationships. But I feel like this new energy that's flowing, that's going to help you call things and people in, is from being directing it towards the things that like really light you up and that make you really feel like heart work. And it's going to not only bring in people and relationships and new things, but also I feel like financial support also with the Eight of Pentacles. So it's probably good that that friend canceled herself. You're making new space for new ones. All right, everybody. That was the last name on the list this evening. I'm going to take a little break and eat some foods. And then I'm going to jump back on my Facebook and go over give you guys first look at the crystals that I have out for my potential crystal sale. Oh, thank you, Moo. I appreciate that. So meet me back on Facebook in like maybe 15-20 minutes. Give me a second to just nourish myself, and I will show you guys the table that I have set up and see if you guys want to jump on anything first. As always, you can always book me for a one-on-one session. I do tarot readings, Akashic Records readings, mediumship readings, and crystal consultations. I'm running a special on my crystal consultations right now. If you go to my website and you go to the book an appointment feature and you choose crystal consultation, and then the next drop-down menu is duration, you'll see a special 30-minute reading or 30-minute crystal consultation that includes 3 crystals. So and that's for $155. So normally a 30-minute crystal consultation is $150. So this is $155. You're basically getting 3 crystals of under a certain size and value, all high quality specimens. Of course, I would never give you something poopy. But if you would like to catch that deal while it's around, it'll be up for a little while. But that's a good way to get to grow your crystal collection. And if you want some one-on-one time with me, just to talk about crystals and you can experience a crystal consultation, that special right now is up there. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I'll see you in a little bit back over on Facebook if you want to jump back on just to look at some crystals, and we'll go from there. Have a great week. Maybe I'll see you next weekend or next Monday. I kind of got to decide what I'm going to do with these lives. I just, maybe we'll do once a month. Maybe. We'll see, but I'll announce it and I'll let you guys know. And also join my email list. I announce everything there. So I hope you have a great week and I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.